Hello. Welcome to episode number 18 of my Football Manager 2023 European Journeyman save, where we're aiming to win every top division in the European nations that are in the game. Currently still in our second nation of Wales, the manager of Port Talbot here. We're actually in our third season in Port Talbot. Quick overview of our manager profile. You can see that we've got a decent reputation there, up to 35%, 2 stars. Also studying for our Continental C licence, which will help our attributes out massively. We've had a very good start to the season so far. Things are going reasonably well, to the point where we actually currently find ourselves sat in first position by 2 points. TNS have faltered a couple of times. They've actually drawn 2 games. Now, we haven't had it all our own way. We have drawn a game ourselves, but we are currently unbeaten. There's 2 unbeaten teams in the league, both us and TNS. Like I say, TNS is going to be the challenge in this division, overcoming them. And with that in mind, we are taking on TNS today in what could be potentially a title decider. You can see that we've never actually beaten TNS in the 5 times that we've played them. In terms of how things have gone, though, we kicked off the season, as you remember, with that 2-1 win over Airbus. We then took on Colwyn Bay. It was Max Story, Eddie Gator and Jack Jones with the goals. Jay Williams with the reply for Colwyn. We then took on Barla. Now, these are the only points that we've actually dropped this season. It was a 2-2 draw with Barla, of course, the team who beat us to second place last season. Amari Benjamin picked up a double for Barla, but Eddie Gator and Zach Washbourne with the goals for us. Arguably, we should have won the game. We were actually 2-0 up, and we allowed Barla back into the game, which was a little bit disappointing. Next one was a thriller, a 6-3 win over Carnarvon. Eddie Gator bagging himself 4 goals in this game. I must say, Gator, he's coming to be the target man, more of the assist man, but he's had an absolute flyer of a start to life in South Wales. We had 10 shots on target. We scored 6 of them. Gator with 4, Story, and then Washbourne with the other one. Lloyd Marsh Hughes with a double for Carnarvon. Neil Edwards picked up 1 himself. Next up was the cup game against Aberystwyth. A nice 1-0 win there. Much rotated squad. Connors Key was next up in the league, a 2-0 win here. Ian Hughes and Eddie Gator getting on the score sheet again. We then took on Cardiff Met Uni, another 2-0 win here. A Washbourne this time with the goal, along with a Harry Chapman penalty. You can see the formation, it's been changing from game to game. I have rotated the formation around a little bit. Next up was another 2-0 win against Barry. Eddie Gator with both the goals in this one. Very good performance from the target man there. We followed that up with 2 cup games, a 3-0 win over Pennybont in the MG Cup, a 3-0 win, and then Ebbw Vale in the Welsh Cup, a comfortable 7-2 win here. We were 6-0 up after 28 minutes, and we were absolutely flying. Next up in the league, however, though, was Llandudno, another 2-0 win. Max Story and Zach Washbourne on the goal-scoring sheet this time around. And then most recently, we took on Aberystwyth again with a 6-2 victory. Eddie Gator bagging 4 again for the second time this season. Kirby Small and Morgan Clark with the goals. So in terms of how things do actually look in the league, we'll have a little bit of a closer look. You can see that we've currently scored 27 goals, conceded 10 though. That is our Achilles heel, is the amount of goals that we concede. TNS have scored many themselves, but obviously they've got a slightly better goal difference due to the fact they've conceded 5 less than us. But things are very tight at the top of the league. Connors Key are not too far behind either. Top goal scorer wise is Eddie Gator, comfortably out front in front of Brad Young for TNS. Like I say, Eddie's been fantastic for us, considering he's not supposed to be the goal scorer. He's supposed to be the assist man, but he's done really well in the tactic that we have been using. We are playing with this tactic today, though. For some reason, we've got Gator out on the right-hand side. At the left-hand side, I'm fine with that, though. Washbourne, I've been a little bit disappointed with. He's only bagged 4 goals in 6 appearances, but he just doesn't seem... He's brought in as the goal scorer, and he's not really scoring the goals. So if we have a look at his per 90 minutes, he's 0.74 goals per 90 minutes, and his assists are only 0.2 as well. He's not really performing as well as he could do. So that does lead us into today's game, though, against TNS. This is the lineup that we're going to go with for today. It's going to be Kurd in goal, Swan as the right back, Foku, Small, and Riley as the centre halves. In fact, I'm going to bring Fredrickson in. Fredrickson's just been much better than Foku has. Riley's lacking a little bit of match fitness. He's also wanted by TNS. They're coming in to pinch our free players again. He won't let me offer him a contract, though. Unfortunately, he's one of the better players here, at the club. In midfield, though, it's going to be Clark with Okeke. We're then going Toby Green, Story, and Gator out here in the wide position. I can always change to the two up top formation. It is going to be Washbourne up front though for today's game. So a draw here. I'd settle for a draw. I think a draw would be a good result for us. Right, and we're underway in what is dubbed as the title decider, effectively so early on in the season. Of course, we've got TNS to play again. There's lots of football still to be played. Plenty can happen. But I do feel as though if we can pick up a result here against TNS, then things will be much, much easier. That will give us, a 5-point lead at the top of the table. As Kurd, we get our first highlight. Kurd's a long way out of his area, comes to claim that one, clears it long. Only as far as Ellis, but Story picks it up. Has he got any support in the middle? He's got Gator ahead of him. Advancing into that penalty area, it's a poor cross, headed clear by Housley, but Riley picks it up inside the penalty area. Riley driving towards goal. That looked like a good tackle to me. I'm not going to complain because we've got the penalty, which Gator himself is going to take. But I didn't see anything wrong with that. I really didn't see anything wrong with that. And as we say that, Eddie Gator grabs his 18th goal of the season to give Port Talbot the lead in, like I say, what could be dubbed as the title decider. I don't know why we've got cup advertising hoardings there. This is not a cup game. This is a league game. But that is exactly, like I say, what we needed. That puts us 5 points clear of TNS as things stand. And we're playing really, really well here. TNS have not had an effort on target yet. As I say that, though, here they come. Here they come. Long throw in towards Young. We've given him loads of space. We've backed off from him. Gets the ball across. Phillips with the effort. It's a good saving goal by Kurd. I think it's been given offside anyway. And it's Swan on the right-hand side with a throw-in. Finds the goal scorer, Gator. Cuts inside. Ball across to Riley. Riley with the effort from the edge of the area. Oh my word. Ben Riley with his first goal of the season. Gives Port Talbot the 2-0 lead in this game. And we are absolutely flying. This is a real turnaround compared to last season. We just couldn't buy a result against TNS. But we're 2-0 up in this. Now, we've been 2-0 up this season already and thrown it away. But I think the boys are doing... Look, this is what I mean about Washbourne. He just doesn't step up and perform. Even in a 2 or a 1, he's just not being the best of players. Green's also had a bit of a poor season as well. As now TNS with a corner. Hull, Ellis at the far post. Good save by Kurd. The ball's going to get scrambled across the line here. Lawson Housley pulls one back for TNS in the 52nd minute. And I said we've done this before. We have done this before, where we've given up a 2-goal lead. This is the one game where we do not want to give up a 2-goal lead, though. 100% not. You can see here that I've got the two inverted forwards swapping positions as well, just to confuse the defenders a little bit. Washbourne picks this one up. Can he get us going? He's got into the opposition half, driving towards that left-hand side. He's got plenty of support. Still going is Washbourne. Gets to the byline, comes back, finds Riley. Into the penalty area for Riley. Is he going to have an effort here? It's a deflected effort. The goalkeeper, Barden's made a really, really good save there to keep that one out. Gator with a free kick on the edge of the area. Goes towards that far post. And Small, it's gone just over the bar. That is a good effort there from Small. Going to look to make some substitutions. Washbourne's just not doing it for me. We've got Eric Bannon, last season's top scorer, on the bench. Green's not had the best of games either. We're going to bring Harry Chapman on. See if we can just regain a little bit of momentum in this match, because we are allowing TNS back into the game. And there's a header just over the bar from Mabaya for TNS. With 20 minutes left for us to hold on to this. Another corner to be taken by Hull. It's headed clear this time by Bannon. Only as far as Young, though. We need to get out and stop the second ball coming in. Gator clears it back into the TNS half, but Spencer's going to get there. We've got no presence up front to hold the ball up for us there. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Barden. Looking over the top. Small wins the header, though. Story. He's had the ball pinched off him by Spence. Feeds Young. We've done well to get across there, but Brad Young has scored the equaliser. And do you know what? That we've manufactured our own downfall there. We did really well. Story here with the ball. Just, I don't know what he's doing, but he's giving it away to Spence. Great tackle comes in there, but Young just overpowers the defender and fires into the net for 2-2. I said we'd done this before this season. We've let teams back in. TNS arguably deserve it, looking at the performance. But things are not going to plan here. Although I did say a draw would be acceptable. And we're into stoppage time at the end of the game now, and it does look like we're heading for a draw. And indeed we are. 2-2 with TNS. Like I say, based on that second half performance, we're probably lucky to get the 2-2. Couple of bad performances going forward for us, which is a little bit disappointing. I don't know why I've sympathised with them. They've only got themselves to blame, really. It's quite disappointing considering we were 2 goals up, but that keeps us on top in the league, and I will 100% take the 2-2 draw against a team like TNS, especially when you look at the stats. So that's currently where we sit, guys. We currently sit a third of the way through the season, currently sat top of the table. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button for me as well. As I've said before, it costs you absolutely nothing, and it does help me out far more than you know. It really does. Also, any comments, how you think the save's going so far? We're a third of the way through our 5th season now. Let me know what you think as well. Hopefully we can continue this unbeaten run that we're on, because TNS just do not lose games. So yeah, hopefully we can continue this. Obviously I've got another third of the season to play through now, and I'll catch up with all you guys in the next episode.